Hi there, and thanks for tuning in to crisiscompetence.com with me, Ulf Lidman. This week I have been a little concerned. I have read in several papers, both in Europe and North America, that PTSD, post traumatic stress disorder, is on the rise as a result of the coronavirus. Every time I read or hear about PTSD, I get a little cautious because we've started to use the term PTSD very lightly. PTSD is a psychiatric diagnosis. It is a very serious syndrome. It is a disorder that takes a lot of treatment, that takes a lot of expertise. People who are truly suffering from PTSD are going through a very difficult time, and they are dealing with flashbacks, they are dealing with a number of different, very difficult symptoms. And we need to realize that very few people that have been through trauma, that have been through abuse, that have been through oppression, etc., actually develop this diagnosis, this disorder. Through the years, I have worked a lot with people who have been in war situations, people that have been victims of abuse, people who are suffering. When I hear their stories, I realize that what they're going through is crisis reactions. Any person will have strong reactions as a result of traumatic experiences, but very few of them have developed PTSD. And those that have PTSD, they have been diagnosed by people who have their licenses to do so from their state, from their government. The only people that should be involved with psychiatric diagnosis are medical doctors, psychiatrists, psychotherapists, and psychologists. Other people should not go in and start messing around and using terms like PTSD because they simply don't have the license or the knowledge to do so. I want to caution us when it comes to PTSD that we don't fall into that trap that it is, that we as people who do not have the proper licenses start labeling people because we think that they have been through a horrible trauma, and then we start with this unprofessional way of putting labels on each other or ourselves. Crisis reactions are common with people that have been through traumas, and we need to have the competence in how to help people deal with normal crisis reactions. Very few people develop PTSD, and that's where we need to honor and respect the professionals that actually know what they're talking about. I think that the two journalists that I contacted and asked them to define what PTSD is thought one more time before they again will start to flippantly use PTSD as if it was some kind of a post traumatic headache. It is more severe than that. Have a brilliant day.